Welcome back to Julie's Wreath Boutique. Last year, we did a different wreath-based idea, kind of the foundations for your wreath, so to speak, and you loved it so much that I had to go back into the archives of Julie's Wreath Boutique here on YouTube and find some other methods that I just needed to share with you. So sit back, relax, and let's make something beautiful together. This is the Mermaid Petal. This is ancient graphics, as you can see, until I learned how to use Canva properly. But what you're going to do is you're going to get your wood burning tool, your mesh, poly burlap, any type of mesh you want to use, and we're going to cut the mesh. We're going to do the single petal fold, which you meet in the middle, you gather it, and then you fold the left over the right petal. Then we're going to take an 8-inch wreath form and we are going to lay this petal on its side. That is the trick here. So let's do this once more. Meet it in the middle, fold over your edges, and then put the left petal over the right. Then put it on the sideways spot so that you can have the finished edge pointing up. So basically this is the base of this whole wreath. Now I did this with another creator who showed me how to do this petal, and then what we did was I just took some ribbon, connected it to the wreath frame, and then basically went over the spots that we had the zip ties. So as you can see, I'm starting on the inside of the wreath, and then I'm going in between the inside frame and the middle frame. Can you see that? So we're going over top, and that's how we finish this wreath off. So this is a great base for a wreath. You could add more petals to the center. You could do a bigger wreath in this. If you wanted to do like maybe a 10-inch or a 12-inch, I think that you could absolutely do a more voluminous type of wreath. I did this with a sunflower, and I did use 2 layers of this petal, but it's just a single petal fold. Everybody, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, this is what you know. And then we finished it off with that ribbon. I just thought that this looked so pretty. I kind of went with a peacock feel on this one, but I'm going to leave the original video down in the description box below. And that way you can watch the full video, get all the little tips, all the measurements, anything that you might miss or you don't feel like you totally have it all the way. Go watch that older video, okay? Keep in mind that was a ways back, probably 3 or 4, maybe even 5 years ago when I made this. We were not in the studio we're in now, but you're just going to finish it off. And then I made a really pretty bow out of the same ribbon. But honestly, I think you could use either side of this wreath. I think it turned out beautifully. And I think this would be a beautiful wreath for Valentine's. Use maybe pink and red mesh and some Valentine's ribbon, and you've got a beautiful wreath. But there's so much more. You could put a sign in the middle of this, and I think that turned out beautifully. So this is the Mermaid Petal. Now we're going to do the next one is a bow tie ruffle wreath. And again, I did this years ago with some friends of mine here on YouTube. It was a breast cancer awareness project, and we got these signs. Sadly, the company that made these are no longer in business, so I can't direct you to that company. But if you check your favorite, crafts supplies shops, like mine are the Wreath Shop, Trendy Tree, and Wreaths of Joy, I'm sure that they have some sort of breast cancer awareness. Now you're looking at this, I'm cutting it at about 14 inches. And we're doing this kind of like ruffle method here. So we're going to start with 2 colors. We did a gray and a pink on this. And I call this a bow tie because it looks like a bow tie. So if you notice, the curl sides are down. So when you are making this, you're going to go from one ring to the next. And this is a Dollar Tree wreath form. And basically we go from ring 2 to ring 3 in each one. And then we go back and add the pink. And we're going to do the same thing. You're going to go up and down throughout. Then you're going to add a sign. But I think that this is such a cute and easy wreath to make. I would highly recommend that you use a wood burner. It's really important here. So we're going to make a bow for this wreath. And again, if you want to watch the full tutorial, if this is the wreath that you're like, Julie, I need to make this, you need to go watch the full tutorial, link down below. So we're going to make a couple of little kind of bows to go on our little bow tie mesh. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take these two and we're going to layer them. And then we're going to add a pink. So we've got our main ribbon, and then we have another pattern, and then we're doing a solid. So honestly, you could do this with 2 colors, 3 colors, whatever, really gets your imagination going and creativity going. But so I made a lot of these different bundles. I just cut little angles into the ribbon. And then we're just going to place these around our wreath. So if you're someone and you're like, Julie, I don't want to make a huge bow. They intimidate me. I get frustrated. Make make these little tiny bow bundles to go on your bow tie ruffles, okay? It's pretty simple and it's easy to do. You're just going to put in as many as you feel like, just kind of space them out. And then I added some felt on the back. This helps protect our wreath. I had one of those rotary cutters that had the scalloped edges, and that's all we did. Mesh, some bow bundles, and a sign, and you're good to go. Now this one is one of my favorites. So I wanted to kind of make a wreath that was a little bit more not feminine, but not really manly. And what I was trying to do was basically make it feel like one of those, gold star ribbons that you get at the county fair. That's what I was going for in this wreath. And so we're prepping the sign that I purchased from the wreath shop. Again, we did this a long time ago. We're going to take a plastic canvas and we're going to cut out the center. We're using a Dollar Tree wreath form, and then we're going to cut out our mesh. Now, our mesh is going to be about 10 inches, maybe 12 inches, and we're going to overlap our mesh. Now, I did use a wood burner to cut this, but as you can see, we're kind of making a folded ruffle here. So balance it all out. You're going to fold over, and then you're going to kind of do that single petal fold, but with this little ruffle. And so what that's going to do is it's going to kind of give us a nice ruffle on the outside of this wreath. Then we cut some really pretty ribbon that was very army focused. As you can see, you can get like Army, Marines, Navy, all the stuff from all the different craft stores that I have down in the description box below. But again, watch the full tutorial. So what we're going to do with the green is we're going to do the same exact method that we use for the black. Now, this is just a fun wreath to make. And when you're not like, oh, I don't want to have something with a lot of bows on it, but I like some of the ribbon, but I don't want it to be overly, girly. Let's just put it. It's not overly feminine. Then I took a wreath sign here that I got from the wreath shop and we added it to our wreath. Now, listen, always cover the back of your wreath with felt, but this is a super simple way to make a beautiful wreath. Let's do my fuse ruffle method. I think this is one of the first time I ever used this method. Basically, if you're looking really close, we have two meshes. One's a poly burlap, one is a deco mesh with this trim on the edge, and we literally fused it together with our wood burner. We did this with the black and we did this with the red as I'm showing you here. Now, when you get that cut, we're cutting it about 14 to 16 inches. We're going to lay the curl side down and make a ruffle, all right? And what this did for me is I love this border detail on this mesh. And I wanted to also help the colors pop because the colors of the Marines were red, yellow, and black. And so basically we just got another Dollar Tree wreath form and we did this all around the wreath. We just went back and forth with the colors. Then we took some ribbon and we just did some like ribbon bow, not bows, but ties. And then we added it throughout the wreath. Again, got this all at, I believe, the wreath shop or Trendy Tree, but again, I'll leave it all down below. Watch the full tutorial if you want a more of a step-by-step look, but this is a great method to use for any style of wreath. Again, we're covering it with the felt on the back, but this was such a hit and it was so easy to make, and I love this base. Now, the next thing is a no-cut bubble wreath, okay? We are not going to get the wood burner out. We're going to do this without cutting our mesh. Now, I took some of the different ribbons, and what we did is we layered 3 different meshes. This was all deco mesh, and we're going to start on wire 2 and 3. We kind of like grouped that together. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take about 10 inches and you're going to gather it and add it with another zip tie. You're going to go around the whole wreath until you finish it up, okay? Remember, we have 3 different colors here, and we are going to separate those colors, and that's going to give you a beautiful look. Now, when you separate them, I want to kind of variegate it. I want to make the colors come out in different angles so that it's all not one color on the inside, one color in the middle. But if you love that look, go for it. But this is a very simple way to not have to cut any of your mesh if you don't want to get out a wood burner and you don't want to get out a rotary cutter. And then I'm just going to show you how we took some different ribbon options from the Wreath shop and added it to this wreath. I loved the colors because I felt like this would be good for fall and for like winter into spring. And who doesn't love a home sweet home sign? They're really easy and beautiful. And I just added it to the wreath form. Now this wreath form, I believe I got from the Wreath shop. Then I just took 3 different ribbons that I liked and I kind of folded them over. And then we're going to make these little bow, like little bow bundles, but I took a a little stapler there, and they're like little bubbles is what I wanted to go with because this was a bubble wreath. And we just did this method all around the wreath. And this wreath reminded me of my mom. And it reminded me of my mom because of the colors. And I'm like, all these colors are coming back in style. So this kind of reminded me of the late 80s, really. So you're going to take and make a bow. I'm using the Pro Bow 4-in-1. This is super easy to make, and you can get this, and it would be an amazing asset to your crafting. And I promise you, I have a ton of videos using this. But again, if you want to go watch the full tutorial, I'll show you slow, easy ways for you to understand. This is just kind of like to show you what you can do and give you some ideas to kind of find out. Maybe you've missed some of my tutorials, or maybe you watched this tutorial a long time ago and you want to watch it again, and this reminded you of that. So I loved how this wreath came out. Again, it reminded me of my mom. It reminded me of that country vibe that we had back in the 80s and early 90s, and it just came together beautifully. But I love how it turned out. But listen, if you haven't watched, if you have watched this whole video, can you say Happy New Year in the comments below? Go watch some other tutorials, have fun. I hope that this will inspire you to make something new. And you know what? Let's get crafty in 2026. This is the second video of the year, but I hope to see you again in Julie's Wreath Boutique.